All right, apes, jack in. You ever get that feeling when you're staring at the charts and something just feels off? Yeah, that's not just you. The suits, the talking heads, the central bankers, they're all pushing the exact same story. But we can see the glitches, right? So my job is to find those little anomalies in the market's source code that they are trying so desperately to hide. Let's get into it.
So the official narrative, it's everywhere. Splashed across Bloomberg, echoed in shareholder meetings. They're telling you the crypto Wild West has finally been tamed, that the big institutions have arrived, the sheriffs are in town, and it's all safe for you to park your money. But the data packets I'm intercepting, well, they tell a very, very different story.
And here it is, pulled straight from their source code. This is from a recent NASDAQ filing. They're not just, dipping their toes in the water. They are literally preparing the plumbing to tokenize stocks on their main exchange. I mean, they're putting up this giant billboard that just screams legitimacy. But you gotta ask yourself, what are they trying to distract you from?
Now this is where the glitch really shows up. Look at this disconnect. On the left, you've got the sanitized headlines, right? Order, regulation, safety. But on the right, that's the reality from the front lines. And these aren't just numbers. They're direct reports from individual investors, from apes just like us, getting absolutely wrecked. So while the suits are busy building their castles, the village is on fire.
So let's take a little walk through this new paradise they've built. They've put up velvet ropes, they've hired bouncers. Looks great, but the real question is, who is this paradise actually for?
The blueprint, it's pretty clear. You got Europe rolling out MiCA, this massive regulatory framework. You got NASDAQ prepping for tokenized stocks. Then global bodies like the Financial Action Task Force are creating rules so complex and so expensive that only the biggest players can even afford a seat at the table. See, they're not just sanitizing the system, they're building a fortress, and you're not invited inside.
And that brings us right to the central glitch, the one big anomaly that breaks their entire narrative. If everything is so safe and so buttoned up, why does it feel more dangerous than ever for the little guy? Why are so many people getting completely and totally wiped out?
Just let this number sink in for a second. $300,000. And not from some degen yield farm either. This was drained directly from a 401k and an IRA. This is retirement money, life savings, just gone. This is the hidden danger we're going to unpack. This is the ghost in the machine.
So I bypassed all the mainstream terminals and went straight to the source, the complaint logs. Turns out the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation runs a crypto scam tracker. It's basically a raw feed of incident reports from real people. And what's buried in these files? It's the side of the market they really don't want you to see.
You know, the number one threat out there isn't some complex hack. It's this, the pig butchering scam. And it's brutal. Scammers will spend weeks, sometimes months, building a relationship. A lot of times it's romantic. On a dating app or social media. They fatten you up with trust. Then they guide you to a fake trading platform where they just drain every last dollar you have.
And just look at this breakdown. Fraudulent platforms are the weapon of choice, and pig butchering is the most common tactic. But then you've also got imposter scams, fake investment groups on WhatsApp, bogus liquidity mining pools. The threats are coming from all angles, and retail is square in the crosshairs.
And this slide, this breaks down the actual machinery. These aren't just theories. A random WhatsApp message leads to a fake exchange, WMTexchange.org, and boom, a $300,000 loss from a retirement account. A Tinder match leads to another fake site and a $51,000 loss. A TikTok creator someone trusted funnels them to a scam site. Even a simple phishing email pretending to be BlockFi steals $250,000. The entry points are literally everywhere. And the cruelty is just baked right in. This is a direct quote from the report on that Tinder scam. After the victim lost over 51 grand, they tried to withdraw what little they had left. The fake platform told them they first had to pay capital gains tax on their profits. They had insult to injury, just trying to bleed the victim one last time. It's unbelievable.
So why this massive disconnect? I mean, how can NASDAQ be talking about tokenization while everyday people are losing their life savings on Tinder? It's because we are living in two completely different realities. There's a great information divide. And frankly, it's by design.
See, the suits are looking at the data over on the left. They see macro data from the Bureau of Economic Analysis. To them, GDP is up, the system is working, everything's fine. But they don't see the data on the right, the devastating, life-altering loss that's happening at the individual level. They aren't looking at the DFPI scam tracker, they're glued to their Bloomberg terminal. Their metrics don't even capture this kind of pain.
So here's probably the simplest way to think about it. All this new regulation, like MiCA over in Europe, it's a VIP lounge. It's designed to make the big institutions feel safe and cozy. It's got security, compliance, everything they need. But you, the retail ape, you're not on the list. The bouncer won't let you in. And all the scams, the muggings, the pig butchering, well, that's all happening in the alley out back, which is exactly where they left you.
So the takeaway here is you can't rely on the suits to protect you. You have to protect yourself. It's a digital jungle out there, and you absolutely need the right tools to navigate it. And the prime directive is simple. Don't trust, verify. This isn't just about survival anymore, it's about gaining an edge.
And that's the fundamental problem, isn't it? The mainstream news is feeding you the sanitized official story. Your DMs are completely full of scammers. So where do you get clean data? How do you possibly find the real signal in this ocean of noise?
Okay, here are 4 simple rules to build your defense system. Number 1. Demand sources. If an article makes some big claim, it has to link to the original report, the court filing, the on-chain data. No link, you don't believe it. 2. Check who owns them. Is a crypto news site owned by the same VC that's pumping the tokens they're writing about? Huge red flag. 3. Hunt for disclosures. Sponsored content should be clearly labeled. If it's not, they're hiding something from you. And number 4, measure the signal to noise. If a headline is just pure hype and clickbait, just close the tab. Stick to the evidence. And now for the mandatory system alert. You know the drill. None of this is financial advice. This is educational banter, this is market speculation. I'm just showing you the glitches I'm seeing in the code. Remember, the market is a casino, and the house always has an edge. So do your own research, you magnificent apes.
We are watching this chart like a hawk. While you wait for the next candle, go grab your free gear. Sign up for Public to get $20 in free assets. Check Webull for that BTC promo. Grab your NVDA stock on Moomoo. All the links are down in the description. Smash the like, subscribe to the tribe, apes together strong.
So I'll leave you with this one question. All these new walls that the suits are building in the crypto market, are they really there to keep the scammers out, or are they designed to keep you out, to create a nice, clean system where they can profit without all the chaos of retail? Drop your theory down in the comments. I want to know what you think. And finally, here are all the data sources I used for this analysis. The breadcrumbs are all there if you want to go down the rabbit hole for yourself. Stay vigilant out there. End of line.